Alright guys, we are back with another solo leveling Arise video. Today's video we're going to be talking about the best skills for our son Jinwoo. Now as you know, the first anniversary is coming around, so I just thought it'd be a good idea to discuss some of the best skills for Workshop of Brilliant Light, Path of Destruction, and let's say Path of Destruction is a Power Destruction, you know what I mean, and then Guild Boss. So yeah, quickly before the video starts, only 10% of you guys are subscribed, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button as well as that naughty bell so you tapped in with when I make more content like this. Help me get to my goal of 1k subs, man. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So for the Workshop of Brilliant Light, we're going to be talking about mainly Baron and then Deimos. So for Baron, it's pretty straightforward. For the whole thing, you want to go Magnifying Slashes and then Dispersion. I feel like these two are the most damaging skills. It gets an extra 240% at legendary, 240% damage, which is crazy. Does almighty break damage as well, so it's actually crazy for breaking Baron as quickly as possible. And then what about Magnifying Slashes? You just know this is literally the best skill in the game. I'm so mad I didn't get a legendary version of this, but it is what it is. It's still crazy. At legendary, it will give you 200 mana points if you dash before using it, which is crazy. That's actually insane. But those are basically the skills for that. Like I wouldn't recommend using Wind when the dark options are just so much better, honestly. But if you are, Vacuum Wave is always an insane one. Like it's just so good. Increases the target's damage taken for 10% for 12 seconds. That will always be insane no matter how you put it. But yeah, that's it for Baron. If you're talking about Deimos, the two skills I'd recommend for that is probably be Electric Shock and then let's see, Electric Shock and then Double Down. Yeah, by far these two are the best ones for Deimos. I would say Electric Shock, Double Down, and then Rock Gold-tailed Fox, and then the other gold weapon, that staff. That would probably be the best thing for Deimos. Or if you want, you could go Explosion. Yeah, Explosion. It does almighty break damage and it provides a little shield to protect your Jinwoo. So and it has a good multiplier, decent multiplier. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. So you'd want to use this, and then for the other one, you could always use Wildfire. Wildfire does heavy break damage. It's not almighty, but the multiplier is still decent and the damage increases by 40%. This is at heroic, by the way, but the damage increases by 40% when attacking enemies with their elemental weakness. So yeah, that is pretty good for Deimos, but I'd recommend just going Electric Shock and then going double down if I can find it. But yeah, Double Down. Honestly, for the Path of Destruction, I would say for Path of Destruction, you have a plethora of options. Bro, if it's power and I'm calling it path, I'm gonna just correct myself every time. Honestly, forgot how to say it, but Path of Destruction, you can use a lot of things. You can use Dispersion. These are gonna break the hands. Like if you time this properly, you can break both hands at the same time, which is actually kind of crazy. That's why, because I've been experimenting in the Power Destruction. I've been experimenting with a lot of skills from Son Jinwoo in the last like 2 days, and I found out that this Dispersion works like a ton. If it's weak to dark, definitely use Dispersion. This is one of the top skills you're going to be using. And then obviously Magnifying Slashes. You'll see a trend here with these skills that I'm only mentioning like 5 skills because they really are the best for this stuff, I'll be honest. Like also there is Vacuum Wave. Again, insane. Almighty break damage. If it lands, 10% damage taken, and then increases damage of vertical arts by a certain amount. Obviously it will be higher for the legendary version, but this is just an insane skill to use. And then you can also use, if it's fire weak, you can use Crosshairs. Now this skill is kind of insane because damage dealt to bosses and elite monsters increases by 75%. That dragon is classed as a boss or elite monster, so you'll get this bonus damage. And then also, if you do it properly, you can target both hands at the same time and break both of them. So You're gonna break him, do as much damage as possible. You're gonna use this again, and the dragon's gonna immediately go straight back down. So this is actually kind of insane of a skill. I definitely recommend getting this skill up. It does have its niche uses, but when it does have its uses, it's actually really effective, I'll be honest. Reap, I heard Reap isn't used that much anymore, but I mean, it's still an option. But I would honestly go Dispersion and Magnifying Slashes, if I'm being honest, or Vacuum Wave and stuff like that. So I would say those are the best ones for Path of Destruction. And obviously for story mode, if you're struggling with objectives, like you're not killing them early enough, fast enough, or in a certain amount of time, you can use Commander's Touch. It does absorption. It does help clear up mobs. It drags them all to the same spot and slams them on the ground. It is pretty good. Nothing crazy about the passive, but it is nice. It's just nice for story, you know. And then we have Earthshock. Earthshock is actually pretty good. You could use this on Deimos. You could, but I would still recommend Dagger Toss and the Double Down. But this is definitely an option if for some reason you're using Commander's Touch. It resets the cooldown, so yeah. And for Guild Boss, it's honestly gonna be the same things. Honestly, don't know what to say. Like Vacuum Wave, top skill to use for Guild Boss, I'll be honest. I almost always use this for Guild Boss because of how good it is. Decimation is cool, but like I would recommend, it does increase your critical damage. So yeah, it is pretty good. It's honestly pretty good, but I'd still go with that Vacuum Wave if I'm being honest. 10% damage taken, and then the vertical art. That's just, it just can't be topped for me at least. And then for the other skill, you can use honestly whatever. You can use this. That gives you that that big meaty shield. Hey, pause, man, pause. I know what you're thinking, bro. But yeah. Also, if we're being real, multi-shadow strike is kind of crazy. Like, it has a really good multiplier, and then Jinwoo becomes invincible when you use this skill, and it increases defense by 20% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. This is crazy. So if you want a quick way of breaking that does decent damage and become invincible, like this can be, I can see this being useful in a number of scenarios. I've only got the heroic version though, because of you can get a gold rune, a legendary rune, off normal reverse mode. I think, if I remember correctly, is normal reverse mode. Let's check. Yeah, right here. You'll randomly get one if you complete it. So make sure you are completing normal reverse mode so you can try your luck, see what you get. Hopefully you get something good. But yeah, that's the way you get that. But yeah, honestly, it does, like, that's helpful in a number of scenarios, multi-shadow strike, but most of the times I'm using other skills that just flat out do more damage or have higher multipliers. This is a short video, but that's honestly summed up all the best skills you should be leveling up. Like, obviously you want to get all your skills up. Eventually you want to get them all to 22 or whatever. But the ones to prioritize, I would say, is Dagger Rush, Sonic Stream, Armor Break, Death Stance, Vertical Arts, and Dagger Toss. And then for story, Commander's Touch. Those are the 7, if I counted that correctly. Those are the 7 skills that you want to prioritize. Yeah, those are the 7 skills you want to prioritize for your Sung Jinwoo. And then for the, I almost forgot to mention these. I mean, ain't much to be said, I'll be honest. Thunderstorm is nice. You can use this for damn. I mean, you can use this for power destruction. Yeah. Surprise attack is okay. Compress is good if you want that extra break. But most of the time I'll honestly use Thunderstorm. Yeah. Or it increases the damage by 40% if they don't have a break gauge. So this is always nice. And if you do want to break them, you want to use Compress, obviously. And then Ice Strike is okay because it immobilizes the enemy for like 2 seconds, so that's always nice. Squall, medium break. If you want to focus on breaking them, use Squall. If you want to focus on immobilizing them, use Ice Strike. I always switch between those. And then the other two, honestly, I don't use. Overshadow is okay. It is okay, but I honestly don't use it. But yeah, those are the best skills overall for your Sung Jinwoo. You should level them in this priority. I might put the priority on the screen, but you want to go first. Sonic Stream, then Dagger Rush, then Armor Break. All of those should be equally leveled up, honestly. And then you have your Death Dance, Dagger Toss, and then Vertical Arts after that, and then Commander's Touch last because it's not a necessity. You don't need this in endgame content. This is strictly for story. But yeah, if you want more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate that a ton. I do have a Discord server now, which will be in the description as well as the comment section. But yeah, I appreciate all of the love and support I've been getting. But yeah, my name's Etan. We out.